The 20th of October 2021 is a most important date in the long and distinguished history of the Royal Regiment of Canadian Artillery. For it is 150 years ago today, on the 20th of October 1871, that the first two regular batteries, A and B Battery, were formed. And as the Master Gunner St James's Park, Her Majesty the Queen, our Captain General's representative, I congratulate you on everything you've achieved over the last 150 years. My post was established in 1678, and I am the 32nd incumbent to have the privilege of holding this position. As well as representing our Captain General across the United Kingdom's Royal Regiment of Artillery, I represent her within the Commonwealth Artilleries, and alongside your own Colonel Commandant, we have the great privilege of ensuring Her Majesty knows about and understands the activities in our regiments. We have had the privilege over the last 150 years of serving alongside each other in many campaigns, starting with the Boer War, the First World War, the Second World War, Korea, in the Balkans, and most recently in Afghanistan. And on all those occasions, the men and women in our regiments have served with great distinction. Afghanistan has provided a challenge, and I recently had occasion to write to all gunners on this side of the Atlantic regarding that campaign. And I take an extract that equally applies to your regiment. I believe unequivocally that the gunner family should be tremendously proud of the part undertaken and accomplished by the regiment throughout the whole campaign, and that this pride should be felt without question by all our families and friends and by our nation at large. The regiment emerges from the campaign with its head held very high and its reputation and professional standing intact. Across the full spectrum of capabilities that we employed, the gunners were instrumental in delivering the military component to an international effort in some of the most challenging and complex circumstances our forces have faced for decades. Often these capabilities demanded rapid adaptation, in contact, were new or immature, and required some to re-roll. Daily, courage was demonstrated and adversity overcome. This served to re-emphasize the innate ingenuity, fortitude and resilience of all gunners who deployed to Afghanistan, and particularly that young generation of officers and soldiers who have borne the brunt of the effort. We should all be tremendously proud of the people in our regiments that have gone before us, that are serving now, and will no doubt follow in our footsteps. I had hoped to come to Canada this summer to share with you and meet many of you as you celebrate your 150th anniversary. Sadly, that was not to be, but I have met a number of you in London this month as you undertake public duties, the first Royal Regiment of Canadian Artillery detachment to provide the guard at Buckingham Palace, the Tower of London and Windsor Castle, and you are doing it, as ever, with great distinction. So on the occasion of your 150th anniversary, I congratulate you, I thank you for your service, I thank you for the wonderful company you provide, and may we continue to serve together as the artilleries across the Commonwealth for many years to come.